It does not happen in Singapore. No, no, no. It happens everywhere else. Indonesia, Malaysia, America, Thailand, and definitely Australia. But Singapore? Never. That is the PAP's claim and what much of the Chinese community believes. And it is contrary to the truth. Because in Singapore, racism exists, but not everyone is allowed to talk about it. One of the privileges of being Chinese is not having to face racism in Singapore. They speak about discrimination in the West. They speak up when they are mistreated abroad, and they should. But when Malays or Indians speak about racism here, when we talk about the racism built into the structures of this country, we are rejected outright. We are told there is no racism in Singapore. Don't play racial politics. You are destroying our harmony. We are told to stop instigating, told to migrate if we are unhappy, told that this little red dot has no room for these conversations. In Singapore, Malays are expected to stay quiet, not because racism is rare, but because of the threat of PAP backlash and the wave of public outrage that follows any attempt to speak the truth. And this silence did not appear on its own, it was engineered. Since the 1960s, the PAP constructed the image of the Malay threat. They embedded fear of riots, of Malay disloyalty. They built fear into the Chinese electorate. If the Malays rise, you will lose your country. Vote PAP or the Malays will take over. This fear became instinct, and many Chinese Singaporeans still carry it. The only way to maintain the facade of meritocracy and maintain the justification of Chinese dominance in Singapore is to keep everyone quiet about the racism here. We are allowed to discuss racism in the West, but keep quiet about the racism in Singapore. Because if we start to speak, we will have to talk about the privileges built into the system, the silence built into the culture, and the fear that is used to justify PAP's policies. And that is the conversation they fear the most.